Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Huh?
What is it that you're recording? I'm not asking as a police officer, I'm asking as like a film buff. Like from a film perspective, like you want the start of something, you want the climax and the juicy stuff, and then you want the ending, but now it's just done and it's a bunch of boring cops doing paperwork.
Okay.
So I mean I'm wondering from a film standpoint, what's the point of this? If there was gonna be any drama, so to speak, it happened.
Right. Just as one of our things that when we film until the officer leaves.
Oh, I get it, like play to the whistle. Well, I can tell you right now from related to this, related to a lot of calls, what they discuss with those folks, with those citizens, are privileged information. That's why you can't be over there, okay? And with today's technology, I know that your microphone could pick up, you know, conversations from a block away, and so that's why you'll be asked from here on out to stay a reasonable distance from officers, because we don't want your microphone picking up privileged information that the folks in our custody are saying.
My microphone doesn't pick up that far.
Well, if you want to give me all your cameras so I can inspect them to see and we can test it, then we can do that. But until then, I'm just going to err on the side that technology is phenomenal, and that people's rights and people's folks in our custody, that their business is their business. Alright? You understand that?
I understand.
Okay. Like I said, I don't have a problem with you recording, but if I'm on a call and I tell you where you can record from and what you can or can't do, and I give you that lawful order, if you interfere with me, I'm going to arrest you. Okay? And I don't want to, because I like you and I like what you're doing.
Right.
But what I don't want is me to give you an order, okay, and then I turn around and then you're walking past the line that I drew in the sand. And I understand that maybe an officer below me, because I'm the supervisor, may have been misguided and told you could come back there, but until you hear from me, you gotta follow what I say, because it's my scene, you understand? So we could be friends, but in the future, you know, and I'll be honest with you, that canine track that you and your buddy were a part of the other day, you guys ruined that for us, because the dogs start smelling you with all the wind swirling around, and so I don't know what the standpoint is from other supervisors when they're running a call. When I'm running a call, if I give you a lawful order, you disobey it once, I'm gonna arrest you.
Yeah.
Okay?
You ever think maybe the officers ruined the track?
The officer didn't ruin that track. I was there.
Okay, because we're far enough away that
you and your buddy on either side of the perimeter walking back and forth ruined the track. The fact that your buddy, blue-haired Mike, walked up to the stolen car within 3 feet of it before I yelled at him to tell him to get back to the street, ruined the track. It's not up for debate. Okay? It's a decade of police work that I've been doing, a decade of experience that I can tell you, you ruined that track for our dog. And that bad guy got away because of it. So, this is where I tell you that we're not going to tolerate much of it anymore. Okay? I was polite. I said you could sit on the sidewalk and you could record from there. And you walked past that line. I could arrest you right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to because I'm reasonable. But you and your buddies, you guys do a good thing out here and you document whatever it is you document. But at the end of the day, respect that we have a job to do, and don't do it because of us, do it because the citizens were helping. That track that was ruined, a man got his car stolen out of the driveway. He lost his sense of privacy, his sense of security, and we had a chance to get the bad guy and hold him accountable. But the dogs started picking up your track when you were walking up and down 170th. And they told you to go back, and then you did one of these and you slowly walked back. All it takes is a gust of wind to take your scent and carry that over by the dog, and the dog starts having some trouble. It's contaminating our track. Okay?
That's not normal behavior, because when neighbors walk through, they are coming from a certain place and going somewhere. You're going nowhere. You're going back and forth, and that's odd to anyone looking, even a dog. So if you don't want us to catch bad guys, that's fine. But
I'm not
want to catch bad guys.
I'm not saying that at all. And as far as if you tell pedestrians that they can walk up the street, but someone with a camera can't, then
you can walk up the street, but you cannot linger and hang out. That is different.
And I will always designate somewhere safe for you to accomplish your task. Same with pedestrians. If they come up to me and say, hey, I need to get from here to there, I'll make an assessment whether it's going to ruin what we're doing or not. And not from a police standpoint, but from a catching a bad guy standpoint for the victim. Okay, and I will tell them, no you can't, you can walk around, no you can't, you can do this. But what I can't be having, what you guys think is okay and acceptable, Mike the other day walking right up within 3 feet of a crime scene. And I mean within the crime scene, but 3 feet from touching the actual stolen car. Unacceptable. So, and I'm telling you right now, you should want to have a relationship with us because it's good business on your part.
right.
You know, there's certain folks that understand the way that we work and the rules of engagement, the rules of operation, and we try to help them out and accomplish. I don't want you to not get what you're trying to get, and we have nothing to hide. But at the same point, I don't want to have to explain to a victim, well, sorry, we didn't get the bad guy because we let 2 cameramen walk across our track and, you know, approach your car. And hey, now that Mike filmed the car, I mean, his privileged information and documents that were laid out on the seat, potentially on your part, is exposed to the public. And so for liability purposes, for your microphone purposes, for all the reasons I've explained, that's why, you know, I asked you to get back by the green truck. And still, clearly, I mean, if we want to be technical, the green truck is that thing. So you got another 10 feet to go, but I saw that you were doing that and you were defying my order, and I was lenient, okay? But I'm letting you know right now, in the future, I'm not going to be lenient because you've already ruined a call. And I said to the other supervisors, I said, hey, they're fine. They can record until their recording affects our job. And you've been doing that a lot lately. Okay, not just you, but other people too. Okay, the media is cool and they have a purpose, and I like the media. Okay, but only to a certain point, that it doesn't affect our ability to help the citizens of Portland, really. And in this case, they didn't want you recording her, and so she may be in our handcuffs, but they don't want you recording or documenting her story. She was asking us to tell you to put that away. And I defended you. I said, well, he has the right to record from his vantage point. You know, I assure that I don't think he can hear you with the traffic, but I mean, it's an upsetting day for her. She's going to jail for it, and she's telling us about her struggles with different things that are personal to her. And she doesn't want that to be recorded, and she sure as hell doesn't want it on YouTube. Okay? So when we tell you to do something, it's not because we don't care about you or we don't like you. It's because we have an obligation to protect the people in our custody, physically, emotionally, and, you know, from liability reasons. So, clear?
Clear.
All right. Good. Thank you. All right, we're out of here.
Thank you.
Hey, DeLong, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
All right. So they're inventorying her stuff. So this is Bob with Phone Flu signing off.